Hello everyone. Well, first things first. While we've been waiting from Sunday to Sunday, one person got a whole year older. Yep, Sophie, happy birthday, and I hope you enjoy being 9. How old is 9? Well, now that we've thought about Sophie, it's time to do some other thinking. And what I want you to do is some imagining. So you need to close your eyes and I want you to imagine a place. I'm going to describe it to you. It's a really small place. It's a really dark place. It's a really damp place. And you can't get out of it. And nobody speaks to you. And it probably smells horrible. And if I'm honest, if you've been in it long enough, you probably smell horrible too. Do you think you'd want to stay in a place like that? Bet you wouldn't. Okay, now I want you to close your eyes again and I want you to think of a different place. I want you to think of a beautiful forest. I want you to feel the grass underneath your feet, soft, and when you put your foot on it, it springs up when you lift your foot. And there's a smell of flowers everywhere, beautiful bluebells and lovely daisies, all the gorgeous flowers in a forest. And round about you, you can hear the birds singing. It's beautiful. And right beside you is a beautiful, sparkling, cleared stream. And if you look in, you can see tiny little silver fish all darting about. Couldn't be prettier. Now I want you to think of somewhere else. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine a city. It's a beautiful city. It's a shining city. It's shining in the sunshine, almost like gold or silver. And when you look closely, it really probably is gold and silver. And the windows, instead of being glass, they're diamonds. Shining, sparkling diamonds. And they catch the sun and you can see all the colours of the rainbow. It's the most beautiful city ever in the whole history of the world. The most beautiful place ever. Which of those 3 places would you like to be in? I wonder. Well, today I'm going to tell you about someone who was in that first place. A man called John. John, who was one of Jesus's very best friends. And where he was prison. He was in prison because he wouldn't stop telling people about Jesus and how much Jesus loved them and what he had promised. And he never ever stopped, even when the Romans said, you are getting really dangerous and if you don't shut up, we're going to put you in a cell. And John said, how can I stop telling people about God? How can I stop telling people about Jesus? How can I stop telling people such good news? So he went on and the Romans arrested him and they shoved him in a cell. Now, John could have felt very, very lonely and he could have felt that he was very, very far away from Jesus because Jesus had gone up into heaven. But you know what? One day, John was given the most beautiful vision. A dream almost, but it wasn't a dream like you wake up and you know you've made it up. It was a vision of heaven. And remember I told you about that beautiful city and that wonderful forest? Heaven, when John saw it, was more beautiful than that. It's more beautiful than we can imagine with our very best imagination. And what John also got told was, Jesus said, I am inviting everyone to heaven. Everyone can come to this beautiful place where they will be happy and peaceful and there'll be no more tears. Everything will be just as I wanted and my Father wanted from the very beginning. John, you may be in a tiny dark cell now, but there is nowhere that my love can't find you and bring you home to heaven. So no matter how you feel, John, I am with you and I'm waiting to take you home. And you know what? That's what Jesus says to each one of us. No matter how we feel at the moment, if we feel stuck in a small place, Jesus knows how we feel, but he has the promise of the most amazing and beautiful home that he wants to take us home to. So you remember that the next time you maybe feel alone and lonely and a little bit shut in. Jesus knows how that feels, and he is waiting to show us the most beautiful places that he has in store for every single one of us, because he died so that we can go and stay in heaven, in the best and most amazing place you can ever imagine. So now we're going to say a prayer. Close your eyes and we're going to speak to God. Thank you, God, for heaven. Thank you that we have a beautiful place to look forward to. Thank you for the sparkling stream that runs through heaven. Thank you for the beautiful shining brightness of the city that is heaven. Thank you most of all, God, that in heaven you will be there and Jesus is there. Thank you, God, for inviting us to be a part of heaven. Amen.